teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. He hands it off from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
Boy, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And the wideout goes in motion. He's back to throw again on second down. Let's it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And the freshman brought down after making an excellent catch.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Gators with 1st and 10 here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And the Gators are in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Florida, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. The shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. And they'll tackle about the 23-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looks like Alabama will have the first down. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. Punting, ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. There's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
It's third down for the offense. The back's got it. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grabbed by the receiver. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. That's a designed quarterback keeper. Fights through a tackle.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Good throw, catch made. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the move now. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the marker.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Second down and goal upcoming. Breaking tackles and going. Touchdown. Clemson tie. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch. Here, not even on a design QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline. And
hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the catch downfield. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to throw it again. Pass is caught. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. 1st down now from the 30.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that throws the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a 1st down.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. The Gators will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. We'll try to run it with the option. Here's the handoff. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. With the catch, it's Cano. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Snags the quick throw. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his 1st down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Putting together a nice drive now. It'll be 1st down, close to midfield. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Powers through. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Alabama needing this 4th down conversion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And now the first play of this drive. They're set up at the 37. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw to the left. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Bought some time, now lets it go. Grab down the middle. It's Price. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle quickly at the 10, but now the offense really threatening to score. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And And the Gators looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Back in motion now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, he's lost the ball. The defense scoops it up. He's at the 50. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, tied. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. They're going to run it. And they get him down what will be the final play of this 1st half. Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the 3rd quarter going. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good enough for 1st down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Gets the ball up as he's hit. It's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion on the 37. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looks left and finds his target there. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. He keeps it on the design run. Nowhere to run on that play. They got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a quick grab. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
That completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
Game sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown! To put them on top now. PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's locked. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Gators offense retakes the field. It's a run. Running back's got it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. The Gators come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The throw complete to the running back underneath. He's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got it. Enough for a first down. And the Gators look to keep this drive moving. First down and 10.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw again. He makes the grab. He's found some room at the 45. He's in the clear. Inside the 20. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Now the senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
You know, the outcut is a routine throw, but it really illustrates how much time the quarterback and receiver have worked on this route. Because the more you work on it, you can close your eyes and make this throw. But it's not easy if you don't put a lot of reps in.
He escapes the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from the 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run here, lets it go. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Finding space at the 20. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. Takes off to his right. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down here. Back's got it again. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadlock, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Let's see how this 4th quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And that one's off target, and the game will remain tied.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Now here's the toss play. Breaks an open space.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Florida offense retakes the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26. The Gators looking to run some tempo here.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. QB keeper all the way. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Gators. As the QB fights his way into the end zone.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The Alabama offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Ball handed off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On the move now. Going to scramble now. Keeper for the first down and more. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Zappa with a strong tackle there.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Makes it second and medium. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. Wide receiver gets the ball trying for the end zone. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What an outstanding job by this defense, not being fooled at all, setting the edge and allowing the inside speed of this defense to bring him down.
Press coverage now from the secondary. So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for 6. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
The offense begins this drive back to their own goal line, set up at the 3. Leaning on the run game here late. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second and short. This offense can keep this up. They're going to wrap the game up comfortably. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He stopped and gets a first down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff teams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Design quarterback run. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff game on the line here. And the offense play keep away and secure the victory. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. And the offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Time out, Florida.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. He'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking deep for late game heroics. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? Game slips through his hands.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. First down, looking to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the out route. He steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And throwing again on second and 10. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick six going the other way.
To the air, it's Jefferson. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. It's an out route. The catch made. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Looking for a man. Moves out of the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.